So I would like to introduce you to OTTOMATIC. Now, this is a replay that showed up on Reddit. I got pinged from a friend about it, and he said, hey, you should look at this replay. It's somebody found it on Reddit. And what's funny is I know exactly who this guy is because I've seen him on Reddit a couple times. Plays the A35. He's probably the reason why the A35 is going up in VR, because the VR changes got noticed today, which Gaijin is like the absolute worst when it comes to good changes. I saw it recently. Actually, before I do it, I guess go into my rant. I guess I'll show his record. This is like a pretty high level account. 6,400 battles, and based on his record, he might be cheating this entire time, which essentially would mean he has wasted, I don't know, his top, 8 vehicles are all premium? I don't think this is premium, no. But he's positive in every single vehicle he owns. He's like a 3-to-1 in, 3-to-1 in this. You know, he's the only person giving the UD a pot. Here's the crazy thing. Okay, so Gaijin balances, the other rant with the balancing changes is that Gaijin balances vehicles based on their win rate. The UD, so this one right here, the TDUD, has a 39% win rate, according to StatShark. SC25K, 39%. 2S38 is like 40% or something like that. Term 3, even crazier, has a 39% win rate, and the reason why it won't go up in BR. So this guy may be cheating like the entire time he's owned this account, which is a high possibility. Or it could be stolen, which is, you know, the usual case with a lot of these accounts, unfortunately, recently has been that they've been stolen. So, like I said, I saw this replay on Reddit. Buddy pinged me about it, and he goes, hey, you should look at the replay. And he goes, all right. I go, oh, yeah, I'll look at it. And sure enough, yeah, this guy is, like, even in the first little bit, he's cheating. He gets, I think, 4 kills before dying, because even with an aimbot, he gets flanked by somebody. But you can see already, like, yeah, I mean, like, that already is a pretty dang big giveaway. Even if you had thermals on, you wouldn't be able to see the guy. Same with the aim, or the AML. He's behind a tree. He starts machine gunning him. The worst is, you'll see this guy over here gets absolutely nuked because this guy is just completely, absolutely blatant with the way he acts. And this is another reason why, like, the Term 3 is, I bought it even though I didn't even need to grind Germany. It is such a brain-dead vehicle to play. It's so fun. It's very fun to play. But in better part of it, it is absolutely, it is absolutely probably one of the dumbest vehicles I've ever played with, and I think it's fun in a good way. I really find it hilarious that this this vehicle isn't going up in BR. 8.3 Germany is so fun, and I also find it funny that the XM800T is going up, which doesn't surprise me in the slightest. That thing is such a rat. 246 isn't going up, which is, I think, fine, because I think 30 mil AAs are totally fine with that. But yeah, so this guy gets 4 kills in like the most blatant way possible, and then dies, and then let's see, yep, respawns in a jet. So he's going to use whatever system he has to have CCIP with this thing, because it doesn't have CCIP. I own this. It's very good to go in my A3 lineup. It's not very good. This is a pretty crap jet, but the bomb loadout's pretty nice. So, but yeah, to talk about some of the other changes, the T29 getting a BR or a reload nerf without going down in BR makes no sense to me. When it has like a 42% win rate, the Shilka that gets Iglas at 9.3 is getting better Iglas. I think it's like almost the same Iglas as the Strela, and it's still going to be 9.3. Like, there's all these changes that Gaijin are doing that just make no sense. The MSC going up kind of makes sense to me, but it really doesn't, because Ground RB at this point needs to be moved up in BR. There's no way we need 12.0 only, considering air is already at like 14.3 or 14.7 or what the heck it is now. It really does insanely blow me away that Gaijin makes all these changes to ground, just compressing the absolute crap out of high tier even more. And it really is insane to me that, oh, this guy's going straight for revenge on that guy. So yeah, like, and he misses. You have a CCIP with your cheats and you miss. God, it's so funny. Oh, hang on. Oh yeah, so yeah, Bon here. Yeah. So people are calling him out in chat. Yeah, so that was the PLZ from earlier that got killed, and who's this guy right here. And, yeah, he dies. Cool. Still going to bomb the T-69, unfortunately, but, yeah, it's really funny to me. So recently, I've said before that I do a lot of YouTube searches where I search, like, War Thunder cheating, and then, like, I look at accounts that they've posted. The recent advertisers are hilarious because they've gone from posting these... Oh, he's out. That's funny. So the recent posters have gone from... I'll just switch to Bonbon because he's the one that reported it. He's recently gone... All of the advertisers recently have gone from doing, like, very expensive accounts to brand new level 1 accounts. So... Clearly, the model for all these videos that they used to make, which is like, oh, I have a $700 vehicle using premiums, blah, blah, blah. That clearly isn't the model anymore. Clearly, they realize they've been losing money on those accounts because even if they're sort of, not exploited accounts, but like, even if they're stolen or purchased accounts, that's still a waste of money. And knowing the way these guys operate, if they're selling their cheats for very low subscription models, it doesn't work. It's really funny to me that they just absolutely think that it would be a viable thing to do when it's absolutely not. So it turns into this whole mantra of these guys are getting caught every time. They all claim that it's undetected, blah, blah, blah. It may be undetected, but you play for a month and you're gone. It would only be undetected is if you played it subtle enough for years and never got banned. The problem is all these guys are so blatant at doing it that they get caught every single month and get banned every single month. So there may be people who have been cheating for years, which is a possibility, and are subtle at doing it. The problem is every person slips up in their habits. Every person who does cheat slips up in their habits. The whole recent issue with Battlefield 6 was another good indication of that. And it just turns into this whole, like, hey, cheating is always going to be present in games, but it's better than dealing with it in another way, shape, or form, if that makes any sense. So we do agree that cheating is always going to be a problem in games like this. In War Thunder specifically, it's not really going to be a major issue because Gaijin will either eventually step up their game and actually have a secure team more than what they do now, or they will, I don't know, just deal with it better on a better basis instead of just doing dumb stuff with their accounts all the time. Not the best move on, but sure. So yeah, the general consensus is that if people would realize that cheating is always going to be a problem in any game they play, unless it's like a single-player game. Well, granted, single-player people cheat in it as well. But in multiplayer, you're affecting other players. And so I would encourage people to, if you see a player, to report it, obviously. And if you report it to me, specifically, I asked for a template. If you are posting a link, YouTube will automatically delete it. I do not have control over links. That is a YouTube problem that will never be addressed, and I don't think it ever should be, because links in chat are, you know, people can click on links and then download stuff, and then they have a virus. So I don't agree with it. So if you are going to send me a replay, there is a link to the replays. It's warthunder.com/en/tournament/replay/ and then a bunch of numbers. If you just send me those numbers after the /replay part, it won't delete the comment. So send me the replay you want only with those numbers after the replay. Or if you do just replay/numbers or just /numbers, it won't delete it. So note that if you send me a replay, send it to me with that section, because that's what it turns into. So that's the end of this here. I was just switching accounts here so I could talk about that. Our friend over here got like 6 kills and then died, so he's such a great player. And then people were calling him out in chat, and of course there's some people like, oh, proof. Yeah, you can't get proof. You can't get proof unless you look at the replay, so duh. So I'm going to leave this here. As always, if you're a person with a question you want to leave to me, please try to follow the pinned comment below. Send me the numbers only behind the replay /. That is the only way it won't get deleted. Send me only that. I do not delete your comments. I do not give a crap about the comments section and what the context is. As long as it's not a link where YouTube automatically deletes it, I don't care. So as always, I hope you have a good rest of your morning, day, evening, or night, and have a good one.